One of the biggest challenges that I see people facing is in claiming who they really are, their soul identity. It's a challenge I have faced for a very long time also. And main reason I see people facing this challenge firstly is because it's just who you are. There are no credentials to prove it. Uh, there's nothing about something external, and we are so familiar and so programmed to be claiming identities based on external validation, external input. We are told who we are, we are told what we are good at, we are given these proofs in terms of certificates and achievements that tell us this is who we are and this is what we are good at. But our innate soul identity, our gifts, which we are just born with, which literally you can in your sleep at the age of 2 already be using your gift. There's no proof for that other than experience that you can build up over time. But if you're to just come out, wake up, and realize that this is who I am, this is my soul identity. Let's say you're a healer. I am a healer. This is my identity. And I have the gift of healing people. Immediately, people will ask you your proof, your credentials. Many countries even have laws that will prevent healers from just using their gifts. You have to be certified in some way, registered in some way, and you have to conform to some kinds of guidelines on what is allowed and what is not allowed, rather than what would be your intuitive way of using your gift to heal the person. You have to follow a list of rules. And more than that, even just how dare you just call yourself a healer? These are the requirements for you to be a healer. You need to have the proper lineage, you need to have the proper training, you need to have the proper experience, and until then you cannot call yourself a healer. And I've seen this happen a lot in the spiritual community itself. It's not even the the normal cultural matrix that's rejecting the soul identity. Like that happens obviously, but a lot of the spiritual community ends up rejecting soul identities simply because there's a lot of ego involved with those people, because they have spent so much of their life proving their identity that they get extremely triggered when someone just walks up and claims that identity. You may have been doing it for lifetimes, and in this lifetime you just woke up with that gift, and you have it just it's just so deeply ingrained in you. Like you literally, the way you learn to walk, which is more of a remembering, you remembered how to use your gift for healing. And for a lot of people that is not acceptable, that you can just claim your soul identity. But the reason I wanted to make this video is that first and foremost it's about you accepting and claiming your soul identity within yourself even before it's expressed to anyone, to actually become solid in yourself who you are. It took me a long time to truly solidify my soul identity, and for a long time it took me that longer time because I was seeking validation. I came to know my soul identity, but instead of fully accepting it first and then expressing it, I was trying to express it and get other people to validate it and say, yes, you are this. And that was my biggest mistake, is that I was seeking validation of my soul identity instead of informing it, instead of communicating and declaring it from a place of true ownership, true acceptance that, yes, this is who I am. And these are my gifts and this is what I can do. The whole game was about validation. And that game went on for a very long time, and I would keep feeling invalidated by the people who would reject me, and I would feel clingy and attached to the people who would give me validation, because that was not what I really needed. What I really needed was to accept myself, who I am, to know myself and accept myself, and then express that, communicate that, and fulfill my soul's purpose. If I'm a healer, it's not so much about People knowing that I'm a healer as much as it is about me healing. And people will recognize that I have the gift of healing and it will just be known. But there's a lot of ego that gets wrapped up in identity, both in accepting it and claiming it and disowning the identities that have nothing to do with who you really are and which are just attached to all the proving and the validation. And this was one of the big topics that came up in the wormhole experience today. And it was so interesting to see that the exercise that I had given the people in the wormhole, the participants in the wormhole yesterday, was that reflect on who you're really becoming, who you really are, and the becoming of that. And everyone did the exercise, but one of the participants came with a very clear vision. She saw herself as exactly who she's meant to be and what is her soul's purpose, what will make her feel fully alive, what will make her thrive and contribute to truly improving the world. It was very clear for her. This is who she is, this is who she's meant to be in the world. And the moment I asked her, what will it take to step into that, there were all kinds of stories. And all stories were based in time. They're all delaying owning that identity and communicating that that is who she is. So when I challenged her and I asked her that, what if you met someone at dinner tonight and just told them, this is who I am? Because that's the knowing in the soul. It is truly who I am, is who I'm meant to be, and I'm ready for the opportunities to fulfill that soul's purpose. That's how she felt internally. But the moment I challenged her for that, all of a sudden there was just no, 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 it can't be now. I need to take care of this, I need to take care of that, I need to make sure that blah, blah, blah. Just a long list of reasons why not to own that and claim that now. And mainly it was not about communicating it to someone else, but just to highlight how shaky was the identity even to own and accept it today. And so this is what I want to present to you is reflecting on who you really are as a soul, what you're really here to do. And are you ready to claim it? Are you willing to claim it? And what are you really waiting for? Are you waiting for validation? Are you waiting for approval? Are you waiting for proof? Are you waiting to gather proof that you're good enough to be this who you really are? Or are you just ready to claim it and say, yes, this is who I am, this is what I'm here to do? Whatever level that is at. You do not need to be an advanced master of whatever you're claiming. Just this is who I am. And I may be at the beginning of the journey of remembering my gifts and using my gifts, and that's fine. But it is who I am, and these are my gifts. And I have a natural ability to do certain things. And I'm just claiming that. And I'm going out there and helping. I have another participant in the group. She is a healer. She knows she's a healer. But she just spends a lot all of her time studying healing, even though she has already got the gift of healing. She has already helped her own mother heal. But she's too afraid to go out into the world and help others to heal because she doesn't have the proof of the gifts. And she's waiting and she's studying things which in her soul she doesn't need to study. She already has a gift. And I see this happening all the time, again and again and again. People are too insecure. And I'm saying this even for myself, my past experience, that we do not feel confident just to claim who we are as souls. This is not about fake it till you make it. It's not about imposter. It's who you really are. And truly just owning this is who I am. And I accept it. And I show up as that in the world. And I may be a bit rusty with my gifts because I've not used them for a lifetime or two. But I know that I have this gift. And I want to remember it. And the only way of remembering it is putting it into action. So that's it for today. This is day 24 of my 64-day journey. And I will see you tomorrow.